Hi, good morning. I wanted to give my next update. It's been, I don't know, you guys tell me how long, six weeks maybe? I don't know. But anyways, so I'm giving my update. What is today? Today is April the 8th. So I have been on Contrave since November 15th. So what is that? December, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 8 months? December, January, February, March, April. 5 months. Sorry, I'm a blonde. Anyways, it's super creepy here today, so you might hear some thunder and lightning in the background, but hopefully not too bad. I think I even heard it hailing, so I'm not happy about that. So anyway, so back to the Contrave. I'm still feeling really well, really good. I don't still really have any side effects other than like the flushing, that I've told you about, and I don't know if it's directly related to the Contrave or if it's more of a menopausal thing. I thought that I had already gone through that. I don't have a uterus or anything. You don't care. So I can't really tell that way. But anyway, so I do get that. It is kind of a weird thing, all of a sudden you'll be like, and like the back of your neck is really sweaty and your hair gets wet and then it's over. So I'll deal with that. So I don't know that I've really lost any more weight. I haven't been back to the doctor to get the official weight. I think it's probably 23, 24 pounds at this point. So really I've kind of been holding steady for maybe the last 2 months. I'm not really doing much to improve that, to be honest. I wasn't really an exerciser before. I realized I need to make that change, but, baby steps, that's all I can do. But a couple things that I have noticed, even though like I'm not really maybe losing the pounds, like my wrists are thinner. I can really see a difference, like in this part of my forearm, in my arms here. I still have this flab, but I am definitely getting some definition there in my biceps. Believe me, I don't work out. That's just, I think I've just been broad-shouldered my whole life there. And my thighs, used to be like my thighs maybe were this shape down to my knee, and little by little by little, maybe the fat part starts, is just like halfway down my thigh now, not all the way down. So when I look down at my lap, I can tell a huge, huge difference in my thighs. So that's kind of good with swimsuit season coming up, because that has always been my area that I was the most self-conscious, with. I've always had a curvy butt, curvy legs, muscular kind of that way, more of an athletic build. I was a dancer and all of that, so I think that had a lot to do with it. So, but I feel like I'm still making progress, even though the scale doesn't necessarily show a big change. The other thing that I've noticed is my skin. And I'm guessing it's just because of all the water that we're drinking. But I'm 50, I'll be 51 in July, and I feel like my skin is better than it's been in like 30 years. It's supple, I feel like it's glowing. I have makeup on today, but still, I feel like it's really like freshened up my face. I'm loving that. I don't feel like I have, such circles under my eyes, and I'm just really, really happy. The other area that I noticed is my chin here, and I think that part kind of went away pretty quickly, but, it used to be kind of like down like this, but now I feel like it's, it's not too bad. I'll deal with that. So anyways, weight-wise, I would still love to lose maybe another 20 pounds. I'm not going to beat myself up about it if I don't. I feel good. I'm very healthy. My doctor says I'm very, very healthy. Thankful for that. I'm just going to keep going and keep taking it. It's costing me only $45 a month now with the savings plan. So to me, that's worth it to kind of keep going for another couple months and see how it goes. I do kind of just feel like the effectiveness has worn off on me. I will say that, because it used to be, I would take my 2 pills in the morning, and maybe sometimes not till 10 o'clock. And I couldn't have cared less about eating that day. I'd be like, oh yeah, I probably should have lunch. I'll get to it later. And now I don't really feel like that. I feel like some of my cravings are back, like today, bad day today. I took my dog to the groomer and felt like I needed some sugar. So what did I do? I went and got donuts and chocolate milk. So totally blew probably my whole calorie count for the day. Not a good choice, but I didn't feel like I had a lot of inner control on not choosing that. So I need to really kind of look at that and, maybe just not rely so much on medication to help me make those choices, but really to work on, the self-control, with me in control, that kind of things. So anyways, like I said, I do sort of feel like I'm not feeling like that my cravings are gone. Another problem that I always had was like eating right before bed. I always took a snack to bed with me and I'd watch TV or read or something, and I always had like a glass of milk and something. And I stopped doing that for a long time, and I think that was really beneficial. And now I'm kind of back to really wanting my, my milk at night and like a bagel. Terrible, terrible things to eat right before you go to bed. I know that. So I guess it's just up to me to really, really push myself to make, to have that self-control. And then maybe with that will come more dedication towards, working out and that kind of stuff. My youngest will be going to college in the fall, so I feel like I'll have more free time. Not that I don't have a whole lot right now, but, I still feel like my mom job is super important, and, not till they're out of the house can I maybe relinquish a little bit of that. I'm really kind of like a hover mother. Everyone that knows me will attest to that. It's just who I am. But anyway, so I hope you guys are doing well. My stepmother she did get it prescribed for it, but you're not eligible for the savings plan if you're on Medicare at all. So it cost her over $200 for her first month's supply. So she's kind of reevaluating whether that's going to be worth it to her, which I kind of find strange, because you would think that people on a limited income, like our senior citizens, would be really the ones that would benefit from the savings plan. So I don't understand why they're not eligible for that. I don't know. But anyways, so she's trying it out. She's just been on it for like a week and a half at this point. I've had other friends that their doctors won't prescribe it to them because it's still too new, which I do find a little bit discouraging for them, because they've seen how well I've done, and, they've, seen other results of things. And, hopefully those doctors, will take the time to do some research and come aboard and really see, because, you never know if you're going to have those side effects or not until you try it. I see on the Facebook group that we have that there are people that are maybe just, 3 or 4 days in and have to give it up already because they're so nauseous and having such terrible headaches. And, I understand that. And hopefully they didn't have to pay the $200. Hopefully they were able to get the savings plan so it wasn't a huge out-of-pocket expense for them. But, so hopefully the doctors will come on board, do a little more research. So like this fall, I guess it will have been approved for a full year. And maybe by that time, they'll have heard more good things about it. And, I still think I'm probably the only patient my doctor has on it. I do feel like he will, in the future, prescribe it to his other patients, just because I've done well, and he's very pleased with that. So let's see what else. I always wanted to write stuff down because I forget what I want to say when I get on here. Oh, anyway, so I just briefly mentioned the Facebook group. You know, I tell you what, I've never had any experience with the kind of support that the people on this Facebook group give. I mean, it is so empowering. You know, people are asking questions on anything, you know, constipation, libido, whatever. You know, and you're completely comfortable to like just spill it out, whatever your concern or question is. And you know, people are giving real life, you know, like, oh, this is what it's doing to me, or you know, this is what it's doing for me, that kind of a thing. So any of you that are, you know, haven't tried Contrave yet, but you know, you want to try to find out more information and what real life people are experiencing with it, I recommend you. It's a closed Facebook group. You know, but I think you can, I'm not one of the administrators, but I think you can probably, you know, request to get added to it. I think it's called Contrave Support Group, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys out there. But anyways, like I said, it's been really, really great for me. I've had a lot of people tell me on the group that it's because of my early videos that they decided to go ahead and go with the Contrave. And I am very happy to hear that. That was sort of my goal, is to just kind of, you know, show you my experience early on, because I couldn't find anything on it. But as the time has gone, what I'm finding is the people that said that, you know, I motivated and encouraged them early, they're the ones that are like motivating me now, because I haven't really lost much, you know, over the past few weeks. You know, I feel like the information that's given on there is accurate, knowledgeable, just, it's wonderful. I'm so, so thankful for that group. And I encourage anybody to get on that and just, you know, feel out, you know, the positive and negative experiences that people are having. You know, and what I like is that, you know, we don't always just focus on like the weight loss and that kind of a thing. You know, people post actually on their other victories that they've had, you know, in their life, and just things that they've, you know, kind of overcome. And it's very empowering. And I respond really well to that kind of encouragement. So I did want to make sure I mentioned that. What else? I got nothing really. Nothing too exciting. You know, I don't know that I'll post again for a while unless I have some dramatic kind of change, or maybe if somebody has a specific question that they want addressed. But, you know, leave me comments. I'll answer. I'll try to answer when I can. Other people will chime in as well and answer what they know as well. But anyways, I hope things are going well for you. I'm looking forward to summer and maybe buying some new clothes, you know, because none of my stuff's going to fit. Hooray. Maybe bathing suit shopping, which I've never looked forward to in the past. And, you know, I'm getting a little bit more excited about that. Well, let's just say I'm a little less apprehensive about that. We'll put it that way. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will probably talk to you soon, maybe. Have a good day. Bye-bye.